So in 2020, we finished out the year at 516, 5.8 million in GCI. This year, we're going to finish out somewhere around 660 or so units and 9.2 million in GCI.
So have you gotten more involved in the business?
No.
Or have you gotten less involved?
Yeah, I'm less involved
in it every day.
Yeah.
I know you work on it pretty good.
Yeah, I work on it, but I don't. It's not 40 hours a week. No.
Yeah, not even 40 hours, eh? And you and Chris just took like a month off.
Took a month off in September. Just
What'd you do?
hung around the house, spent some time together.
Like, what do you do with a month off?
Just read books, hang out.
And your business still grew.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bank accounts got larger. Took off.
Yeah, talk about that. What do you mean?
Well, you know, we've always had a website, but you know, it just didn't have a lot of traffic to it. No matter, you know, just whatever. But all of a sudden, you know, we have Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and within a few months, we're at 30 visitors a month.
That was 30,000.
30,000.
30,000 a month.
30,000 visitors a month.
Just come out of nowhere.
Pretty much seemed like it did. I mean, it's just like.
And how much money are you spending to get that traffic?
I'm not. I think.
Zero.
Well, we do some Google, you know, and point to the, but we've always done that. The traffic's just never been that much.
Yeah, I looked at your numbers. I don't think any of that traffic is from your paid ads.
Yeah.
That's tracked separately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just organic business. People going online, typing in them, in other words, your home sold, whatever, and you pop up.
I've mentioned this before, but we've had one particular agency that just continues to play around the word guaranteed. Now, the rest of them stopped because I think they figured out, like, yeah, we surrender. You can have the guaranteed part. But this one guy just keeps on working it. And just real close to my office, he's got a sign that says guaranteed offers on your home. And I was like, yes, I got another billboard. Because anytime you mention the word guarantee, I'm going to get the business.
Home and guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, it just
anytime you mention it, I get it.
You get it.
Like the name, Your Home Sold Guaranteed, it just tells you exactly what you're about. You don't have to try to explain it. You don't have to, you know, have any other sublimes, you know, whatever, to try to explain what you do or who you are. It's just very direct. It's very direct.
Can it be that simple? Because you've been taught that it's complicated. It's hard. You have to advertise here, market over there, do it this way and do it that way. Yes? Can it really be that easy that just for sheer existence, you get business?
But our branding, when we just started branding Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, it just took off.
That's a pretty good observation. You branded Kings of Real Estate for how long?
Well, let's see, 8 years.
8 years. Yeah. 8 years of Kings of Real Estate versus 1 year of Your Home Sold Guarantee.
Right. Massive difference.
Yeah.
Massive difference.
30,000 a month in organic business to your website right now.
Yeah.
And that will continue, that flywheel will continue to spin faster. Yep. It's hard to like I'm having these conversations and doing these Zoom meetings with you know, Craig Proctor members, and they're looking at me and I'm telling them, and I can see their minds working. They're like, can it really be that easy?
Yeah.
Can it really be that simple? And I'm like, it always is. The disruption is always that simple. The opposite is actually easier than the norm or the standard.
Ever since, you know, so another thing I just thought of too is, as Kings of Real Estate, our marketing expense ran 14% almost all the time. Yeah. That's just what it was. Now we're at 9%.
Wow.
Yeah. We're not spending more money to generate more business. And I don't have, the only explanation I have is we changed the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, and that was it.
It's true. I've watched it. I know your P&L. You know, we have these conversations frequently, and yeah, like it's a real thing. SEO, organic, showing up, what people look for. Are you relevant to what they want and how they want it? And the marketplace dynamics support it. You know, it's a real thing for sure. All right, let's flip it over to Anna. So Anna, like, you know, like Tracy's been around a bit. You haven't in the Craig Proctor's system all that long. And like when you did this, when you signed the license agreement, you were a real estate agent at another real estate company. So talk about that. So why did you, as a real estate agent, do it? Like, why not wait until like, well, I got to wait, got to get my own brokerage, I got to go do this. Like you took down the license agreement immediately, and then you went about the energy and effort of like putting it together that way. So talk to that a little bit. Why?
I got the license as soon as I could because I wanted to be the first to market. I wanted to be the first in my marketplace. My marketplace is, as you know, there's a lot of Craig Proctor members who have been really successful for many years.
For sure.
And, you know, I knew that nothing else ever helped my business the way the Craig Proctor system has. And for me, it was just a no-brainer. I wanted to be part of this as soon as I could, and I wanted to launch it as soon as I could. So, you know, that became my primary focus to open the brokerage. I always wanted to be able to have freedom to do everything that I'm taught in the system. My brokerage was not allowing me. And the other teams that had been there generations after generations, they were always going to my broker manager telling them, oh, what is she doing? Why is she doing all these different things? And I was always getting pushback. I was getting pushback about my website. I was getting pushback about your home sold guaranteed or I'll buy it, all kinds of things. And so it just happened that I also got my broker license, but you know, why would I go and open up a brokerage on my own when I know that there's a system and I can be with these guys and learn from them? They're so successful. And it was just a no-brainer. I said, I gotta do it. I gotta do it as soon as I can, and you know, everything else will just fall into place, just like everything else did when I signed up with the system.
Yeah, it is true that when you commit and go all in, it does seem to, well, I shouldn't say that. It just works better for everybody. I know that when I was at Remax, and other people I know at other companies, when you buy one of their, quote, franchises, it's not really a true definition of a franchise. Have you guys noticed that? The true definition of a franchise is a proprietary way of doing things. Mm-hmm. It is true that there's 2 Remax offices, and I'm just using Remax. I'm not, you know, giving them a hard time. I'm just doing that because I was there. And 2 Remax offices, and the only thing similar is the balloon. Yeah. Like the agents at the company they're all doing things completely different. The way they run their company, the way they even process commission checks, different from one place to the next. The software they use, the systems they use, how they get away with calling them franchises, I don't understand. If there's anybody in the real estate industry that has a legitimate franchise or franchise prototype, it's right here. Here. And the more you lean into it, commit and go in, like you say, the more you do it, the better the business gets. The more we try to innovate or make up something along the way that is prettier or more like somebody else, it seems like it doesn't work as well. Is that right? That's what I've discovered. So yes, I'm like, I've given up now. We're just going to do more of whatever direct response marketing is, whatever the Craig Proctor system processes are and the like.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, question for Anna. How long did it take for you to actually launch after you got the license?
Actually, I did it in, I think, 2 months.
Wow.
2 months, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I mean, come on. Let's think that one through. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good observation. Like, if you wanted to start a real estate company today, what do you need? What do you need? Okay, so you need a business license. Mm-hmm. All right, how long does a business license take to get?
Oh. A week.
A week? A few days?
Few days, yeah.
Okay, you might want to incorporate, so if you haven't done that yet, how long does it take?
Actually, it's online, so you can just actually...
Oh, it's just online. How long does it take to get an LLC or sub-chapter S corporation in the States? At your Secretary of State, depending on the government's function, you can register that online, and have it rubber stamped in a few days. So really then it's just, I just need a broker of record. How long does it take to get one of those? Well, some of you guys already have it. You are one. And others, like for me, I just looked around my company and says, hey, who's got their broker's license? Okay, you're the broker. Okay. All right. Tell the state, Georgia, Bill's the broker. Okay. Like, that's how long that took. That broker doesn't want to do anymore? Okay, who else? Who's next? Who's got their broker's license? You do? Okay, you're up. You be the broker. Like, all of that energy and time, think about it, put into like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, you're overthinking that one. Like, there's plenty of people out there, right?
Order your sign, get it on the building, it does to open the business.
It took, say that one more time, let's hear that.
It takes longer to order your sign and get it on your building than it does to open the business.
True. It's a myth. Oh, it's going to take forever. Oh, there's all this transition. Oh my God, there's all this money. Nope. Not true. All right, awesome. Let's flip it back over to Damien and Myra here. Big dogs, like you're fairly new to the license thing. You weren't here the first day that we did it. All right, so as a matter of fact, if you don't mind, I'll give it my words. I called you guys, or Nathan did, said, come on over to the office, I think is what happened, right? And we sort of planted some seeds then, and then we got on a Zoom later, and I said, look, man, you guys are doing really good. You need your own real estate company. Oh, that's right, you have one. It's called Crown. And it was actually a pretty good little company. So let's talk about Your Home Sold Guaranteed as the brand and name of it. I remember you telling me, Damien's like, yeah, dude, this is like, is there anything else that makes more sense? And you said, there's nothing else that makes more sense.
Nothing else makes more sense. So, and what I didn't tell Todd before is that we were looking to buy a franchise. So, you know, I was independent. We were independent, Crown Realty. She wasn't looking. I was looking. And I had the Remax guys fly over. Met with these guys, and I think they pitched me $35,000 for a franchise fee. And I'm thinking to myself, for the balloon, I don't know. No. And then I had a Weikert who came over, same thing. And, she was not good at all. So we didn't do anything. We just continued doing what we're doing, and then got with Todd. And unlike the other Remax and Weikert, where I'm just like, no, it just doesn't make any sense. It was quick for us to pull the trigger on that. We were in the Craig Proctor system, so we were running Your Home Sold Guaranteed or We'll Buy It. It only makes sense for us to be Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty. What do sellers want? Sellers want their home sold, right? Do they want Remax, Metro Brokers, KW? But I could tell you one thing. Sellers call us because they want to sell their home. So it was, we're getting call-ins from sellers. Can you list my house? Come list me's.
Agents.
Want to add anything to that?
Yeah, on the, I've noticed that with our members, you guys and the people that you got at your companies, that on their local service ads, right, Kristen? That when the name of their brokerage is Your Home Sold on the local service ad, like it's like 5 to 1 in terms of increase in call-ins from people that want to sell their house versus the people who don't have that as their company name. Like, it's a real thing. Yeah, and people are starting now, you guys especially can get it. But the other agents in the marketplace, it's head scratchers for them. But I got like 340 reviews. I've been doing this for 23 years. And Morgan Walters, who got their license on May 1, gets the freaking $800,000 listing. They're just scratching their head. And I'm just like, hee, 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 hee. Your home sold guaranteed, baby.
Yeah. Just like you said, the 2.8, just like what Todd was saying, earlier, that only 2.8% of the people actually click on your Google pay-per-click. So I've been, as I've talked about, I was with Keller Williams and Remax, which, guys, I loved them both. I really, and still do today. But as far as marketing your business and growing your business through organic and leads, and there is no other place out there like Craig Proctor. And Craig Proctor systems. And now, getting on the map pack and the local service ads and everything else, just like what Tracy was talking about, as soon as we put that Your Home Sold, it was a game changer. Game changer. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars automatically, and bringing to the agents as well.
Yeah. It's definitely the best deal in real estate. There's no question about it. Myra, you had something to offer?
Yes, I'm going to tell you the truth. Oh, thank you. Of what really happened.
Well, we were hoping somebody would.
Yes. So what really happened is that, I was working with Todd, and then we got married, so I left, and I was, no, I hope I can come back one day, but you can't really say that in front of your husband, because, it's men. But then he calls us one day, and I'm just hoping, I'm praying. I even told Kristen, please help me bring him back to the light. Literally.
Well, what she said to me about a year ago, I guess, or a year and a half, can you please talk to Damien? I really want to go to Your Home Sold. That's really what happened.
That's what really happened. Okay? So he calls, and he's like, baby, you have a listing appointment, go. You don't have to be in that meeting with Todd. He was trying to get rid of me. So I said, I'm going to sit and be quiet while you're on the Zoom. And Todd was like, Mayra, you're so quiet. Are you okay? I couldn't stop jumping out of joy when I saw him on the screen, because I was like, thank you. I mean, we had wonderful coaches before, but I knew that was the next level for us. That's what we needed, and we needed to grow. And the stuff that we learned from February to now, it's crazy. We're getting people calling us. We're getting people signing up agent forms. I mean, it's just a complete different level of knowledge, access of information. And the last one. One day, I was sitting here like a couple years ago, and I registered your home sold guarantee Realty, and my name. Then I get a call from your broker, and we like, would you like to pass it back to us so that we can all use it? And I was like, maybe, sure. So anyways, I know it's correct, but I was the first one that registered it, and then I gave it back. I should probably be retired by now.
That's right, I remember that.
Right? I should have sold it.
Must work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people have tried to do those things. Like real estate agents are famous for pirates. They're just pirating other things. And I don't mean that nastily. It's just that it's a little bit of ignorance. Like what's intellectual property and what's not. Like who really owns something. You know what I'm saying? It's like a chord or a string of chords put together that really make up the song. And a lot of people just don't know it. They're like, well, I can, Your Home Sold Guarantee, I could do that. But turning it into a brand name, into a real estate company, and as a marketing concept, like we own that. So now we get to decide who does it and who doesn't do it. And that's a pretty powerful thing once you end up with that kind of intellectual property. So kudos to Craig. He's invested his own money, his own assets. You guys understand this? He took his money from his bank accounts, from his family, and put this into it and continues to do it this day as an army of attorneys. He's got a whole new firm from Toronto here that's working on this for the benefit of these people and those of you in the room and watching online that are absolutely going to be part of this. Like, we're in it to win it, man. There's no nibble around the edges on this thing, but we've got to get moving, okay? And then the future becomes really big. Like, what are the possibilities here? Collaborating together on something like this, right?
Yeah, Todd, I got one more. When did we do the Chateau Elan event?
It was about 3 months ago.
3 months ago.
Yeah.
Three months ago. So since then till now, we doubled in size. So
you doubled your business in 3 months?
Well, we grew tremendously.
Yeah, well, of course, you double the people, and of course, the income comes shortly thereafter.
So, I mean, quantum leap in 3 months, I would say, do you guys want more help or less? And I will tell you this, we got a lot more help. A lot more help. And thank you, Todd, really.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure. Glad to be able to do it, Myra.
Yeah, and I just registered that because they said I was going to get in trouble if I put it on my sign. Because I guess the Real Estate Commission was giving us a hard time by using Your Home Sold Guaranteed.
Yep.
And so I was like, well, it just makes sense that if I change the name to my company to that,
Yeah.
they're not going to call me. And
Yeah, here's I don't know if I ever told you guys
That
a
was
story.
good.
You guys will like this. This is a good story. Too good not to tell. So I remember Nathan and I were having a conversation about it. I was like, yeah, when we flip the company over from Optimist to Your Home Sold Guaranteed, just give it a few days, maybe a week or two, we'll get a complaint. Some other agent in the marketplace will complain about us soliciting their listings. And they're like, what are you talking about? The broker comes into the office one day and says, hey, you know that complaint you said we were going to get? We just got it. Georgia Real Estate Commission just called, and there was an agent that has a listing. One of our agents went to a listing, showed the listing, left the card, and the card says, Your Home Sold, Guaranteed, Realty on it, right? So that agent, that seller of that home calls their agent and says, hey, how come you won't guarantee to sell my house? What's going on here? So that agent's like, so they file a complaint. They go to their broker, rah, 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 rah. So they file a complaint with the Georgia Real Estate Commission. Georgia Real Estate Commission calls, and the broker gets on the phone and says, yeah, we got a complaint. You know, somebody's complaining you're soliciting their listing. You know, so we're just calling to see what's going on. And then they said, wait a second. This is what the broker story, this is what they told me. Your name of your brokerage is Your Home Sold Guaranteed. Is that right? And the broker said, yes. I see that Todd Walters is the principal owner of the company. But we know who Todd is. All right. See ya. Hung up the phone. That was it. And I just went, yeah, dude, it's over. We've won. Now it's our opportunity to lose. Like, we hold all the cards. We know exactly what sellers want. We dominate it online. We have the Craig Proctor system, all that innovation behind it. It's just ours basically to fumble the ball at this moment in time. All right, let's flip it over to Bill. Mr. Watson.
Good evening,
You were one of the
everybody.
first people to get involved in Your Home Sold Guaranteed.
Yep.
But I've said this before. The people who've benefited, like the Craig Proctor members here, who've benefited from the use of the unique selling proposition. Like almost all of those race to the front of the room, given the opportunity to do this. All right? But there are people in the room that haven't really, how should I say this? They haven't benefited like you and I have from the use of the USP. And I'm just going to say that's primarily because it's marketed as a postscript. It's not really the brand, so to speak, and the way that the online thing is moving now. If it's not the name of your company, it's harder and harder to promote it organically, right? So I think that might be a reason for it. But you and I have had conversations about that before. But it's just more of direct response marketing. Is that right?
That's exactly what it is. You know, it's pretty amazing because we're starting to get calls into our office that we just weren't getting before. And it's like, how did you hear about us? Well, we Googled you. I wasn't hearing that as Watson Realty Group, right? And we were like, you know, kind of like Tracy. I mean, in our market area, we worked hard for that brand for Watson Realty Group. And I was with Remax for, you know, almost a couple decades before we went independent January 1st, 2018. And I remembered, I can't remember, I think it was when we were in Atlanta, and they did this breakdown, like when Home Depot named their company Home Depot, the internet like wasn't around. And so they didn't really name it for SEO or organic and Google and everything else. But now when you type in anything for the home, it just pops up organically right to the top. I mean, that's a known fact. Lowe's doesn't, right? Because it didn't have the keywords in the name. So here we've been Your Home Sold Guaranteed or We'll Buy It since 2005. I mean, how many, what was that, like 17 years?
Yep.
In our marketplace. And then there's something else about this. Craig and Todd have been our coaches in business development and everything since then. And, you know, the only way I'm leaving the program is if I'm like sitting there one day and I just drop over dead and you got to carry me out of here. Because, I mean, that's not really that funny, but I mean, it's, you know.
It could happen.
But I'm just trying to make a point that I'm not going anywhere, okay? And so with that in mind, and I see just, for instance, from a business standpoint, number one, the one thing I've always appreciated is we're always at least a year ahead of the rest of the market before the market even catches on, from a standpoint of marketing. Number two is during COVID, right, we didn't get together for almost 2 years until we got to Chateau Leon and we got to Anaheim. You saw the energy that Craig and Todd and everybody put in to make sure that our business life was well fed. I mean, I got to tell you what, there was no disappointment whatsoever. As a matter of fact, you look at the ad clinic on Friday, that's gone to I mean, everything got upgraded from that standpoint. And so since I'm not going anywhere, and since they're our business development group and friends and everything else, then why aren't I a part of your home sold guaranteed realty? It's just that plain and simple. And it's kind of, I think Tracy might have been the same way, and anybody who kind of got hooked onto your family name brand. Now it's, we just answer the phone, your home sold guaranteed realty, and it just like rolls, baby, right off the tongue. And it actually starts conversations that we otherwise wouldn't have. Here's the other thing that I'm excited about. How many of you in the room would have loved to have been the first 50 people that started EXP? That started RE/MAX. Look, I remember when Leninger, I know David Leninger when he started RE/MAX. Like, I started in the business in '84. He started it somewhere around '78. And so I watched that thing grow. What if I was part of something like that when it just started? This thing is bigger than life. And it's not, it's about having the brokerage. It's about having the name for super strong SEO and being able to organically market your company in a way that you cannot do any other way. Did you notice that when Todd pulled up Keller Williams, like the first thing that was a paid ad was like Home Light? Sorry, but when you Google your home sold, that's a different conversation that's coming up on the Google search. So there's that part of it. Then you take a look at the fact that we're kind of ground floor, but we're also with the greatest coaching program on the face of the earth, and that hands down. I mean, you can't have that conversation with me and win it. And so now I'm sitting up here with these amazing people that are way smarter than I am, which makes it a whole lot easier for me, right? Because I get to learn from them and get to follow them and get to copy them and get to learn from them. And man, this is going to be a rocket ship. I can't wait to see how this thing really starts to develop over time as we start to enter more markets, as the company really starts to grow in real big ways, right? And it's an exciting play. It is a very exciting play.
So if you look at this map, there's a lot of space on there for you to be a part of this. Like, I'm looking at Texas here, Shelley. And there's like one little red dot there in the whole great state of Texas, which is bigger than most countries and has an economy bigger than just about 98% of all other economies that exist on the planet. One little red dot right there.
That's my dot.
Yeah. Now, what's great about this license thing is it's portable. Like, if you want to take the Craig Proctor system and go into other marketplaces, there is no other license fee. You've paid the license fee, the 10 grand, and then boom, you can go wherever you want. You want to go to Atlanta? Go to Atlanta. You want to go to Austin? Go down the road to Austin. You want to go over to Houston? I don't know why you want to do that, but maybe Dallas?
Yeah.
Go Braves?
Basically, we are our own limitation on this, and it's as far as you want to take it. Like Bill said, and like Tracy said, it was really a no-brainer. We've been doing the guarantee sale program for quite some time now, and to have the USP in our name was a no-brainer. Like most of the folks on here have said, the moment that we joined CP Coaching, I mean, our lives changed dramatically. So with the CP program and with Todd's mentorship, I mean, our life has changed, so why not? It was just a no-brainer. We signed the moment you presented it to us with no hesitation whatsoever. So.
Some of the things that we've gotten from people is, but you know, I've been doing this for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you know, and it's my brokerage, it's my thing, Watson Realty Group or Todd Walters Real Estate or Optimus or whatever it was, and it's like, dude, that's not going anywhere. You don't lose that. It's not taken from you. All right, this just sits on top of it, and that gets even better that you have right now. All right, it makes it easier and better for you to get it, but nothing's being taken from you. Let me show you. All right, that's one thing. Another thing I get is, oh, you know, I've got like 5 agents on my team. I got like 10. I've got 20 agents in my company. I've talked to brokerages that have 100 to 200 agents. And it's like, you know, if they're going to pay an extra $100 a month, like, whoa, that's a lot. You know, I don't know if I could get them to do that. I said, just let me talk to them. Let me show them the training that we have for them and let them choose. Let me show them how it's easier for them to get more business. It's $1,200 a year for them. If I can show them how to get at least one new $10,000 commission check just from $1,200, do you think they might do it then? Let me show them how to use other people's money to pay for it. Just quit making decisions for people, okay, and make a decision for yourself. And all I'm asking is, let me show it. Give me a chance to talk to him. If you want more, would this be better for your business? Yeah. Would it be better training for your agents? Yes. Would it make it easier to get customers? Yes. Like, yes, yes, yes. Then what's the holdup? Well, you know, it's $100 a month. How many agents you got?
Total of 40 agents.
40 agents. It's 40 people paying $100 a month to this intellectual property company. But she benefits 40 times. That's 40 people promoting your USP.
That's right. And to give you guys an idea, right now we've closed, I just looked at the numbers, 730 families. So 730 families this year that have closed, and we have 155 pending. All those folks have all of our marketing material with that there. But it's such a dramatic change once you put that sign on your building. You've seen it, Todd. You went to our building. I mean,
Yep.
It's just, boom, it pops out. Like, you cannot miss our name. We get sellers that pay our maximum price that we charge because, I mean, it's in the name right there.
So in other words, what you're saying is, Shelley, people pay more for guarantees.
Yes.
Yeah, of course they do. We all do. Who wouldn't? That's dumb not to. Okay? All right, so if you haven't done it yet, the email address is platinum@toddwalters.com, and you can text 678-436-8292. So write that down so you don't forget, 678-436-8292, or email platinum@toddwalters.com. And then here's how it's going to work. We're going to set up a one-on-one Zoom meeting. All right? And we're going to listen to your goals, and we're going to show you even more that we haven't talked about here this evening as a group, about what we're doing and what we're into and why it works and why it may very well make your life better than it has right now. So we're going to wrap this up here tonight. All right? Now, I'm going to recommend, like, if you want more, then just don't wait on it. Like, it doesn't cost anything to discover more. You know, we've had people to say, well, I just bought this RE/MAX franchise. We have 3-year home sold guaranteed realty guys that still have 3 years left on their franchises. They got 3 years left on it, and they're your home sold guaranteed realty people. We have your home sold guaranteed realty members that are agents at other brokerages that take the license down in preparation of what they're building and moving towards. And they benefit from all the other value propositions that we have. Like, that's what I'm saying. Don't assume anything. Have the conversation, is what Craig and I would like for you to do. When I was talking to Craig before I come down here, and we were talking about it, and he said, man, I wish we would have done this 10 years ago. Why didn't we do this 10 years ago? And I'm like, we're doing it now. Yep. He goes, yeah, we are. He goes, and he goes, did these people really know that we're in it to win it? And I was like, I'm going to do my best to tell them, bud. So hopefully we've done that tonight. Any closing comments from you guys?
I just want to say, I just kind of want to take it in a different way. So if you guys are looking, and because with me coaching, and I think that, well, Bill coaches as well, but what I find is a lot of people want their own business, but they don't know how to get the right training for them. Even though Craig Proctor has it, this is on steroids that all of us also teach every couple months, I mean, we just got done with 3 days of teaching the agents, okay? The university is amazing. Like you said, there's 400 things. Also, when you're hiring for your team, and you, for example, you're hiring for your team, and maybe they want to not go on a team, but you can get them for the brokerage and vice versa, which I think is a huge benefit. There's so many benefits there, and one of the biggest things for me is that when I was at Keller Williams and I was, I was involved with the ALC, which is the leadership team for a long time, and Billy, as you know, the Keller Williams fought against each other in the same city. The owners fought. There was nothing about them getting along and collaborating and helping each other and helping the brokerages or anything else. And then with RE/MAX, the owner is not, they're not like real good friends with most of the people around RE/MAX and things like that. And when they do collaborate, with other people with RE/MAX, which he does, it's not about how can we help our agents market, how can we help our agents collect commissions and collect fees. He worked both with me at Keller Williams and at RE/MAX currently. Right? Have you ever seen it? Never. Not as far as teaching you really what to do and how to do it. So really working with your agents and looking at it in a different perspective, as well as building a business, a sellable business, but also, what's best for them, and then train and collaborate, and all of us are really good friends and helping each other. So I think that is really important as well.
Yeah, the collaboration when you're involved in this group, and I got to tell you, there's 71 titanium level members in the Craig Proctor system. And 51 Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty licenses, which means that there's another 20 guys that are somewhere in that process, okay, of getting their license together, moving forward, whatever they may be doing. But that's it, okay? If you want to be in titanium, we'd love to have you, but you better be prepared for Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty in your future. That's what we talk about. That's what we work on. It's about building a business that will outlive you, okay? That will work without your involvement, that will do all those great things you dream about. And if we fall a little bit short, it's still pretty freaking good. So here's what you get from Craig and I. I set my wife down and said, let me tell you what we're gonna do, honey, okay? I know you thought that Todd might have been about done, but I'm just getting started. Okay, this is it. We're gonna make the run. We're going to change the way things are done around here. I'm committed to it. Craig's committed to it. Catherine Proctor, committed to it. Our top Craig Proctor system members, committed to it. And when you get that level of collaboration and that level of buy-in combined with what we have, it's a locomotive and you ain't stopping it. So I'm going to encourage you. Don't procrastinate. Don't assume and don't guess. Discover. Costs nothing to do the Zoom meeting with me, and every time we do one, it seems like we've got some other innovation that we've discovered or added on. Okay, now, but I will encourage you to do this. Do not delay, because my schedule fills up really fast. Nathan's schedule fills up really fast. Okay, and we deal with people as they come in, front of the line. Okay, there are people right now waiting to talk to me for January. That's how long this line is. We don't want that to wait till January. So I'm moving as fast as we can. And it's first come, first serve. And if you think that you're going to show up one day in Ottawa and you're going to want a Craig Proctor system brokerage there, well, guess what? There's already 8 of them, 7 of them, 6 of them. I don't know what the number is. Yeah, man, it's a little stuffed. Sorry. Yeah, but I've been a Craig Proctor member for 20 years. Should have done it when Anna did it. But there will be a point that if you want something exclusive, it has to remain exclusive. That there will be people that will come into your future, in this room and other rooms in the future. I guess you need to move to Anchorage. But I thought it was a license. Yeah, You know, there's Craig Proctor people there, and they're dominating the marketplace. And we're just uncomfortable with adding another licenser. Sorry. Well, I wish I would have known about this. That you can't say. But we're here to help you. All right, so if you got any questions or anything, you know, you write them down, get set up on a Zoom with us, a one-on-one demo. We'll show you exactly how titanium rolls, and your home sold guaranteed. You guys ready for a drink at the bar? Yeah? Yeah. I want you to do me a favor, though. These guys didn't have to sit up here and listen to me or, you know, give you guys any words at all. They really said, yeah, I'll come up there for a few minutes and say a little bit. So do me a favor. They're the stars. Give them a big hand. Yeah, and it is pretty cool. I know it's a little bit late, but I did it at this time for a reason, that only the serious people would show up. And the unserious ones would find a reason to go home, stay at the bar, go out to eat, whatever it is. Yeah, you know, that's not really for me. I'm okay where I'm at. You know, I like what I got going. You see what I'm talking about? Not for them, man. All right, but it may very well be for you.